guys have your? Well, Jackie has some. I don't know if you had the ball you were warming up with it, but it was fine. You can use it.
Oh, thank you.
We don't want the sun to come out, right?
The sun shouldn't be too bad.
As it blazes through the plate. Just looking like that ad corner.
Not like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock.
No.
Oh yeah, but
I'm good.
Good morning.
Good.
Morning.
Morning. Good.
How are you? Let's see. Got your water, some Gatorade, okay? Yep, yep. Water's in this, all good. All good.
No way, son. All right, we're doing a picture. Let's get Scott and Eric in the middle.
You want that, son?
Yeah.
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 See, this is perfect. Oh God. Okay, you guys look handsome and fantastic. Congratulations on making the finals.
Thanks, Jackie.
Thank you.
Finals for 9th place? Yeah, thanks.
Can you guys mind screen it?
Up or down?
Call, son.
It's down. We'll receive.
Amazing match point. What athleticism.
And there you have it, your APTA national champions.
Best match of the year.
Brilliant shot.
Incredible stuff. And it's sitting up and he's right there.
Good morning and welcome to the APJ Tour. We're live from the Manufacturers Golf and Country Club, bringing you the Philly Open Men's and Women's NRT, a 2022-23 APJ Tour event, which is the 11th stop on the APJ Tour. Sponsored by Remedy Plus and sponsored by the APTA membership. The APTA national sponsors Paddle Pro and Fusion, as well as local sponsors Xenox, and the MAPTA organization. I'm Mark Fischel, along with Dave Broderick, bringing you the men's final today. Dave, welcome to the booth.
Mark, thank you. Glad to be here with you. Always enjoy working with you. And it looks like we're going to have a really good final this morning. Looks like both teams, we have Chris Humphreys, Felipe Osas Koenig are taking on Juan Araya and Eric West. And, it seems like it could be a good matchup here. We have a veteran team with Osas Koenig and Humphreys with I think a first-time partnership with Araya and West.
Yeah, this was a necessity call for Araya. He was supposed to play with Graham McNerney, but Graham had, and this is a technical term, Dave, rip-roaring tendonitis. So he was unable to make it. Why don't we introduce the players at the net in the blue sweatshirt is Philipp Osas Koenig. He's kind of the engine that makes this team go. Very dynamic, very emotional, great blitzer. And his partner, the lefty, Chris Humphreys, is, as Jerry Viant would say, north in the compass. Very solid, always providing support, really setting Osas Koenig up. On the far side is Eric West in the gray hoodie. This is Eric made the finals at Cleveland, but this is his first kind of final on a national stage. And his partner in the really ugly pink sweatshirt is Juan Araya. Two righty-lefty combinations, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see a lot of switching. I know Araya is going to be returning from the deuce, switching to the ad. Late last night in their semifinal win over Bostrom and Rams, we saw that same thing from Humphreys and Osas Koenig. So let's take a quick look at the draw.
And Mark, you see here that both teams had all pretty good matches making their way to the finals, but winning kind of routinely in two sets. Both teams didn't lose a set the entire way. But the big win really has to go to Araya and West, taking down the #1 seeds and defending national champions in Sven Barish and Mikir Doya.
To my right, in the deuce court from Morristown, New Jersey, is
Derek
Chris
Yost
Humphreys.
introducing the players.
His partner in the ad court from Bedford, New York, Felipe Osas Koenig. To my left, in the deuce court from Greenwich, Connecticut, is Juan Araya. His partner in the ad court from Cincinnati, Ohio, is Eric West. Humphreys, Osas Koenig won the toss and have elected to receive.
You know, Dave, normally when Araya plays a match, it's always a question. He's kind of the wild card of the match. We know he can be brilliant. We know he can be less than brilliant. You pretty much know what you're going to get from Humphreys, Osas Koenig. This is their 5th final of the year. They won the Atlantic Classic, lost in the finals of a couple other events. This is West's first real time, as I said earlier, this is West's first time in the big show. He's got a lot of talent. The ball jumps off his paddle. We saw him play earlier this year in the Philadelphia tournament at the Philly Cricket Club. So it's going to be fun to watch. A lot of dynamic shot making on the court, a lot of action. I think it's going to be really fast.
Mark, I definitely agree with you. As you spoke about earlier, Osas Koenig is kind of like the engine for that team that makes it go. But Chris Humphreys is very sneaky with his net play. Again, he's another one capable of doing a lot of different things, spinning the ball, winning shots, hitting, winning overheads, and he has a nice backhand from the baseline. So, to your point, I think it's going to be a really fun, exciting match for everybody out there watching.
So 34 degrees this morning as it's warming up and down the East Coast after a pretty cold Saturday. I know it's supposed to be about almost 50 on Long Island today. Yeah, Humphreys is just rock solid at the net, and he enables Osas Koenig to do a lot of things that he likes to do, and that's what a great partnership is all about. It's complementary. We talked about that last night, and Humphreys is always pumping up Osas Koenig. He's the emotional anchor on the team. He always keeps them stable, keeps them in the right place. And here Araya is talking to West, and here you wouldn't call Araya an emotional anchor, because maybe an anchor in terms of dragging you to the bottom of the sea, but I'm sure he's giving West some comforting words as he starts, and here we go. West to serve to Humphreys. Humphreys plays a little bit like a righty. He much prefers his backhand to his forehand. He'll hit the forehand from high to low.
Mark, right off the bat, you see Osas Koenig blitzing in, trying to press play a little bit.
And then you see Araya reciprocating as he goes back at Osas Koenig and causes him to miss that volley. Starting out in the I formation.
Love.
That was a rare bad decision from Humphries. He's really disciplined, and he'll make 5 bad decisions on an entire match.
40, love.
A couple of free points there, back to back.
Love that play from West, staying back, driving the return, and then coming in, avoiding the first volley. I expect to see a lot of dumping to the Humphries forehand. There's a good one from him there.
You see there, Mark, there's nothing fancy about that forehand. Just well placed and well executed shot.
Game.
Huge
Mariah
forehand
West,
there from
they win
Mariah.
the
They win the first
set,
4
1
points in the
game
first
to
game.
0.
Yeah, that was a good comment, Dave, about well placed. You can see both teams aiming for that center strap. When you play that righty-lefty combination, you're really looking to play the middle of the court, looking for them to flip their paddles, force them to hit forehand volleys.
And I also think just the speed of play and how big all the players are hitting their forehands and backhands these days, you know, the angles just aren't there.
Chris Humphries to serve to Juan
Humphries.
Araya.
Yep.
Here's where I look for the switch in the backcourt. I think Araya's going to move over. There we go. West will drive the ball off of both wings.
Yeah, no. Mark, did they hear you in the microphone on that one? On the switch?
Let's hope not, but certainly possible. Be interesting to see how comfortable West is against all of Humphries' spin. So far, it looks rock solid. Big difference in the semis last night, the Humphries Asikonig win, was they lobbed exceptionally well, and Bostrom and Rams did not. A lot of short lobs off the paddles of Araya West to start. If you give a player like Chris Humphries enough short lobs, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and that's what I
Got a
talked
lot
about
better.
earlier, that, you know, that quietly he has that ability to put the ball away on the short overhead.
Great transition from Asikonig. See the different array and location to the Humphries overheads. He's hitting a lot of overheads as they try and play West as much as possible. But again, it's not just the spin too, Dave, right? It's that it's able to find the nick. They've got to be able to lob better than that. Those short, any top player is going to hurt you with that.
And I think even when Humphries is playing the overheads down the middle, he's getting it super low so that West and Araya can't attack him. So I think he's doing a really good job so far early on with his overheads.
40, love.
I don't think we've seen Araya West drive Humphries out of the service box once on a lob.
Game. Humphries versus Koenig. Games are 1-all first
Couple
set.
of fast misses there from Araya.
Interesting so far. We've had 2 games and the returning team has not won a point yet.
So Araya to serve to Humphries. great lob for Basu Koenig.
15,
Great setup.
12.
He lobbed brilliantly last night. But
Well,
that's
Mark,
the safe spot of the court.
Go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry.
Good. I was saying that's the safe spot in the court for
15,
Araya
12.
West, where they'll be dumping the ball deep and soft to the Humphreys forehand.
You know, I was going to say I've watched Humphreys Osis Koenig a couple times this year, and that's from the baseline especially. That's been their, you know, keys to success has been lobbing really well and setting up their drives by lobbing it deep in the court.
That's spot on, Dave. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. It's so ironic to me that in this era of so much shot making, and there's no question this is the greatest era of shot making the game's ever seen. Partially technology, partially the athletes. But so many of these matches still come down to who lobs better.
I think, Mark, to your point, I often talk with Patty Hogan about the way the game is changing and the tactics, but you know, she still believes that at the end of the day, to your point, it comes down to good lobbing and good volleys. You know, back as it did 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
40-15.
Yeah, Humphreys Osis Koenig not nearly as sharp as they were last night to start. They jumped off to big leads in both sets, the semis. A great dig from Osis Koenig while he was falling down. He is such an amazing athlete. Again, lots of short lobs.
We see a couple of deep lobs from West and Araya.
Osis Koenig, similar to Araya, loves to jump on top of the net when he sees that drive coming. Stuff it behind the player. West looks very comfortable early on. Haven't seen any bad decisions from him. And there's Araya at his finest, moving forward. Loves to get into those hand-to-hand battles. Be fun watching he and Osis Koenig go at it today, Dave. They both like to do that, and I expect to see a lot of it.
You know, and I think that's going to be a big part of the match because, to your point, Osis Koenig likes to move in, but, you know, Araya is not going to back down from a hand-to-hand battle up at the net. That's something he enjoys doing, and he has been pretty good at it for quite some time now.
You calling him old, Dave?
No, just he's been doing it well for
quite some time now.
For quite some time.
He is kind of old, honestly. Okay, Osis Koenig to serve. Exclusively uses the sidearm serve. It has been a bit of a liability. Here, Humphreys, Osis Koenig are kind of drawn into a switch to the backcourt. That was not an intentional switch. Humphreys looks a little bit jumpy to start, Dave.
He's missed a couple of backhands that is, as we talked about, kind of his go-to bread and butter shot from the baseline.
I think he's pulled the trigger kind of fast a couple times, too.
Got it.
Mark, I also think in the last couple of points, Araya and West have been lobbing a little bit better, not allowing Humphreys to put so much spin on the ball. And there they get another short ball from a deep lob.
That's great play from West. Forces the air at Ossex Koenig. Love to see the confidence from him early.
No! 15-40.
Now let's do Aussie.
Yeah, Raya misses that lob by about 3 feet. Could try and I formation against Raya. It's a great little one-handed drive from West off the nick.
And again, he looks very comfortable over there, and the spin doesn't seem to be bothering him.
It was kind of a loud yell from Mariah.
He really thought that was going out.
Thought something. And again, good lobs from West, as you pointed out, Dave. It's a much harder ball. It can't hit an offensive overhead ball that deep, and that will set up the Mariah West offense. Tries to go behind. See the sun coming out, a little glare on the court. See if that's a factor. I like that move by West. He saw the drive from Ossex Koenig, jumped on top of the net, just missed the volley.
Yeah, no, to your point, I think they're lobbing well. They're moving them around better, and it's giving them opportunities when they are on the baseline.
Oh, what a volley from Mariah. The ball was coming back at Ossex Koenig before he finished his swing. And here's some of Humphrey's support. You see him going over there talking to Ossex Koenig, trying to mitigate any frustration. Ossex Koenig runs real hot. He's got that same Latin mentality you see from Mariah. Never any doubt what's going on with him.
Mark, we see here Humphreys, Ossex Koenig getting a little bit more patient, down a break, kind of waiting for the right opportunity.
Ryan misses the big cut. And I think to your point, Dave, that's what the good teams do. They kind of have a sense of what's going on the court, how they're playing, when things are going well. And when things aren't going well, you buckle down, you slow the pace down, you find your footing.
And Mark, from what I've watched earlier during this year's tournaments, I don't think Humphreys, Ossex Koenig, I don't think they're afraid or worried about playing from behind. I've seen them come back in several sets that I've watched them play this year, and they've been down sometimes, just a break, other times, maybe two breaks. And I don't think that they panic. I think they just kind of stick to their plan, and they tighten the belt up a little bit, and seems to have given them a lot, helped them with all their successes here.
Yeah, I think that's spot on, Dave. They've been the second best team in the country this year. I don't think there's any question about that. They're not ranked second because Burris or Doyer are carrying so many points from last year's nationals. But they've played a lot. They played really well. And I expect to see that continue in Nationals.
You know, from looking up their previous results from this year, you know, it seems like they're doing really well up until they run into one team who seems to have had their number for this year, and that's Durant and Mitchell.
4 consecutive times they've lost, although in fairness, Durant and Mitchell seem to have a lot of teams' numbers.
That is a fair point.
Won all 4 Grand Prix, plus the only one match this year. That was the first match of the year for Ardoya. Good backhand there from Humphries, and that's the ball he wants, that high backhand that he can hit down on.
Yep, and West was a little bit off the net on that one as well. Again, set up by a nice deep lob.
I do think we can see a lot more breaks of serve as the sun comes out and the temperature goes up.
Sorry, 30-40.
That's Ossic's Coney game. Good blitz, just misses the volley. West was in a heap of trouble if he managed to get that ball over the net. Ryan misses that volley, can't figure out why.
West lead the first set 3-2.
For over 20 years, Paddle Pro has been recognized as an industry leader in platform tennis. The knowledge, expert advice, vast inventory, and ultimate customer service will help any player find the perfect equipment to take your game to the next level. Paddle Pro is the only website to carry all platform tennis brands. For more information, go to www.paddlepro.com. Mark, I know that when you're looking for a new paddle, you're always going to Paddle Pro to look through their selection.
Anywhere else to go? Some great transition from Mariah. And there you see some of Humphries covering behind Ossic's Koenig, which enables Ossic Koenig to play as aggressively he does, knowing that Humphries is backing him up. Another great backhand from Humphries. West really starting to lob well, pushing him back consistently.
He's definitely pushing him back deeper in the court, but I also think he's keeping the ball away from Humphries. I think they want Humphries hitting a lot of the overheads, and West is doing a pretty good job of keeping it away from Humphries as much as he can.
Great lob there. Catches the seam for a winner. It's like the softer the ball is hit, the greater the impact the seam has on the trajectory. A great forehand there.
By Arias straight down the line.
No. 40-15.
It's Short Hills. Humphries, Ossic Koenig beat Araya Parsons 6-4 in the third after being down 4-2. To your point about their coming back, Dave.
Yeah, like I said, they're not afraid to play from behind, and even we're watching here in the early action in the first set, and they have a point to go to make it 3-3, and they've just kind of did it by solid play. They're cutting down on mistakes, and not doing anything flashy or fancy, just good solid play.
And earlier in the point, you saw Humphreys with a really smart ball. They were in a bad position. Instead of trying to make a heroic volley from the service line, just got out of the way and came to the backcourt. And I think they do that as well as any team in the country. Humphreys is such a disciplined player. I'm so impressed with that, especially at a young age.
Game.
Swing and a
Humphreys
miss from
versus
Mariah.
Koenig.
Looks up at the
Games
sun.
are 3-all.
And it's 3-all, first set.
Guys, I got a new ball. It's 6 games.
I think they're switching after 6 games today. Maybe that reason included the warm-ups. Normally it's 7. Another great lob from Austin Koenig. He might be the best lobber in the game today.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of good deep lobs. Sets his team up for drives and attacking opportunities.
Really controls play with his lobbing.
15.
Humphreys misses that one.
Yup. I got. Watch. Yo! I got. Go. Go on. Come on.
30, love.
Beautiful setup at the Manufacturers Club up on the hill. We're looking at the golf course.
Yep.
One of my favorite locations on tour.
Yeah, no, and the membership really supports all the events down there, and they come out and watch and really support and enjoy the players being down there.
Had some great crowds yesterday. Well, that's the overhead West got to stay away from. That ball's got to find Humphreys' forehand, not his backhand.
Yeah, I think that's one Humphreys would like to get back.
There, I see Coney comes out ahead in the hand-to-hand battle. That's much better right there. That's the spot he's got to hit.
Sorry. I got you. No.
Game, Araya West. They lead 4-3, first set.
A couple of deep lobs in that game, uncharacteristic, especially since they've been, playing the last couple of games really solid.
Good look at the old stone clubhouse at the Manufacturers Club. Very Philadelphia.
We just did it in the last game.
We did? That's 4. Okay.
That was 6 games.
Yeah.
Beautiful grounds. Old hut.
I'll be here.
Okay, Vasquez Tony served 3-4. Started the series of breaks. earlier.
Love 15.
You can see where that serve just kind of sits up. Araya really taking a crack at it. See if West does the same. Last time he served, they switched to the I formation against Araya. I expect to see some of that today, too.
15 all.
And Araya's been hitting several returns hard and down the line, kind of catching the net player.
Oh, what a volley from Humphries. That was a rocket. Vicious shot from Araya there as he misses that. There you go, to your point, Dave. Pops him with the return. First one we've really seen West going after aggressively. And similar to Humphries, obviously he prefers his backhand due to his stance. Big moment of the match right here.
That was interesting. First return this game that Araya didn't go at Humphries at the net.
Araya loves that one-handed backhand off the backside ball.
30.
Mark, I was just about to say, I don't know if this is a strategy they want. I don't know if they want Araya getting a lot of touches with the ball and letting him get confident. I liked when they were going over to West corner with Humphries hitting the overheads.
There, West takes a big crack at the backhand. Araya blitzes, and they'll serve for the first set. No, I think you're right, Dave. I think that was controlling the match for them early. When Osus Konig's hitting more of the overheads, Araya's getting more of the play, and that's not a winning recipe for them.
And I think the more that Humphries and Osus Konig keep the ball away from Araya, the more antsy he may get during the match, which may lead to a couple of unforced errors.
Or more than a couple.
No, that's not mine!
There, Araya reaches for the ball. Yep, he's got to let through. West's been staying back against Osus Konig.
Love 30.
Yeah, that play had been successful earlier. Misses that one.
15-30.
Yeah, Humphries definitely not as sharp as he was yesterday. Some encouraging words from Araya. Let's see if Araya tries to cut this ball off. Konig goes at him, solves the problem. Great blitz.
Good move there, but good defense.
West has the answer.
30.
That was a good swing from Humphries, just fails to execute. That ball came out high and hot. His happy spot. 2 points from the set. Great lob, Humphries.
30-40.
That's the good and the bad of Araya. Just too fast. Misses that ball.
Mark, and I think when we watch Araya play, we know he's going to win points. It's just, can he control the amount of points that he sort of loses with unforced errors or going for trying to make something happen too fast.
Game Humphreys
Like that.
versus Koenig.
Yeah,
Iowa
what's his
West
plus
leads
minus
5
at the end
games
of the
to
day?
4, first set.
And that's usually what determines whether he wins or loses. So there, it's 5-3 deuce, 5-3-30 all. Misses 2 fast forehands. Instead of winning the set, they're back on serve. So same pattern as the first time the teams went around. Broke Ossig's Koenig to go up a break, gave it back when West served for the second time. Broke Ossig's Koenig to go up a break, broke West when he served for the third time. Again, smart bail from Humphreys. Dave, you think the team at the net or in the backcourt's winning most of the points?
I think the net play seems to be winning more of the points. And it's interesting because that's not necessarily the serving team, because we've been seeing a lot of transition going on. But I do think the net team has been maybe favored in the points won.
Seen a bunch of missed drives. There's the lob blitz combination. Great close from West.
And it's interesting because it looks like the misses, the unforced errors are coming in bunches from both teams.
Love 15.
Like one team will make 2 or 3 mistakes, then the other team may make 2 or 3 mistakes as well. It's, I think they're both kind of keeping each other close, as we can see by the score.
Humphreys had the ball, but he misses it, and they're 2 points from the set again. But that's his shot. I love the commitment to it, even in the big moments. Oh,
Love 40.
tags Ossis Koenig, and it's triple set point.
And again, I think they're just giving Araya too many opportunities. We both know he's going to make something happen.
Yeah, that's a good way of describing it, Dave. Once again, you saw Humphreys go over to Ossis Koenig, obviously unhappy about getting hit. Steady him down, no worries. We're going to get him, partner. It was amazing. He did that at Short Hills. They were struggling early, and you could just see Humphreys was just there for his partner all the time. Six U's there from Araya. That's a really good spot. There it is, game in first set, Araya West. Okay, Dave, we'll be back in a moment after these messages right here on the APTA YouTube channel presented by eNet Live.
High performance never tasted this good. Chocolate, berries, cinnamon, agave. Fuel your car, then fuel your body with Remedy Plus.
Okay, welcome back to the APT Tour presented by Remedy Plus. We just finished the first set of the final. Araya West taking it 6-4 over Humphreys Ossis Koenig. Dave, what are your thoughts on that set?
Again, I think it was a little bit of a seesaw battle, like we talked about. I think both teams were sort of giving each other some points here and there, and nobody really pulled ahead. But it was certainly a fun set to watch. And to your point earlier on, there was definitely a lot of explosive play and a lot of big shots.
I thought Eric West played an exceptional set. Just very few errors. Just was kind of support for Araya, lobbed really well. A bunch of good overheads. Missed 1 or 2 drives tops. Really impressed with his play. And here we go, second set to start. Chris Humphreys. Nope, that's not second set to start. I take it back. That's how Araya would like the second set to start, though. Okay, so Araya to serve to start. Be interested to see if Humphreys and Koenig switch in the backcourt. They did that late in the semi last night, as I mentioned earlier.
Love 15.
A really well-served match for the most part. Very few faults. Great blitz there from Asid Koenig. Again, right shot, just failure to execute. Like he's in tight on the baseline, gets that ball high. Love the court position for West, sliding back and forth. And they missed the lob. You saw him go maybe a third of the court, almost half the court there as the ball changed sides.
Yeah, and I think he really had to do that to cover that middle because you knew Humphreys was going to load up on that big backhand.
Absolutely. Doesn't make that volley unless he makes that move. Big moment, early second set. Another great close by West. Saw the backhand coming. Asid Koenig got on top of the net.
No. Great play, I mean.
Boy, just really top-notch playing from West there. Closed the net off, forced the lob error there.
And we're seeing them close the net more often here, even later in the first set, to take away that drive opportunity.
Come on.
Advantage.
Again, you see West right there was on top of the net again.
And every time you see a negative energy from Asid Koenig, you see Humphreys come over and talk to him.
I got you. Yeah, take.
Just great partnering.
We're good. Yo. I got you.
I'm not sure what Araya was doing there. Completely fooled by that shot as he was backing up and got tagged with his paddle down. Great ball from Humphreys.
Really good first volley there by Araya.
I got. Take. Yep.
West's doing a great job of reading that Ossis Koenig drive off the backhand.
Yeah, he's really closing the
Gives
net
it away.
up.
He really gives it away early. You can almost see from his preparation when he's going to lob, when he's going to drive, very early on. Great action. Attack, counterattack, both teams.
Mark, can you see early on here, Araya looking to take more of the overheads, trying to keep the ball over to Ossis Koenig.
I agree with the first part of your statement, Dave. Araya looking to take more of the overheads. He's always looking to take more of the overheads, regardless of where the ball's going. Causes the error there, and they have another point to go up 1-love.
I got you.
Oh, Araya's not going to be happy by that. Pegged again in a ball that was sailing long. Blitz Moss.
Good return there by Humphrey.
It's those little things, Dave, right? He gets tagged, ball misses him, it's 1-love. Now they're serving to stay in the game. Mr. Mustard's Koenig there.
Sorry.
Yeah, there they caught them in this switch. Tough backhand overhead for West. So Humphreys really go after that forehand too. Haven't seen much of that today. A great dig. Another great dig from Ossis Koenig. Brad Easterbrook says he thinks those guys are the best digging team in the country, and I think it's hard-pressed to disagree. A great blitz from Ossis Koenig.
Mark, which is kind of surprising because they do lob so well, so you wouldn't think they would get attacked that often and have to play those tough dig shots out of the corners.
Humphreys had one at Short Hills, I think in the 4-all game in the quarterfinals. It was just amazing. It was a ball that was like off Araya's paddle, and you thought, that's dead. No way he gets that one. And he managed to get it back in play. And West jumping right on top of the net. Here's the blitz. Araya doesn't let him know he's coming. A lot of short lobs here. They need to get one up deep. There you go. Great one down the line. We had great angle of that lob. Such an advantage to have that lob from outside in.
And especially after having to dig out and just fight to get a couple of really good overheads by Humphries back.
No! Come on!
But the angle of the lob was so good, right? He was way outside the tram lines and just took it down the line. Oscar Koenig never had a chance to play the ball. Back to deuce. Great action there.
You put it up. Up. You got it.
A rare time Mariah wanted his partner to lob. Heard him screaming to West, up, up, up.
And I think that was a smart decision to let them get settled in the backcourt and keep the point going. At this point, we're really seeing Humphries putting a lot of action on the overheads.
And that was a lot more action on that one.
Yeah, finish it off with a brilliant cutter.
Yeah, there's no question. You made the comment earlier in the match. There's no question in my mind they're better off with Humphries hitting more of the overheads. But I don't know that they've recognized that. Because most of the offense is coming from Mariah in the backcourt. Well, I think Koenig had him back by the baseline in that lob. Oh, what a lob volley from Oscar Koenig. I thought West had him absolutely beat the way he closed the net off.
I was about to say that.
Spectacular shot.
West played that perfectly.
Great comment from Graham McNerney. He wants to see a list of guys that can get a pickup week of the tournament and still potentially win it. I think that list sounds like Araya Durant to me. A couple of big rips from West. He continues to really look good over there. Great transition from Oscar Koenig. Great point. This game has been a war unto itself.
To your point early on, I mean, there was the one where Juan kind of, Araya got in the way of the ball that was going out at game point for them.
That felt like it was yesterday now. And earlier you saw West just tee off on a ball straight down the middle. Araya makes a bad decision and they lose the game. But I was saying he teed off on a ball directly down the middle, and Humphries Oscar Koenig smartly let it go because it was headed straight back off the back wire. There was no chance to take the net on it. That was some great action. Definitely increased the level.
No, that was a great point. A lot of transition, as we talked about during that first game here in the second set.
Looks like it's going to be Chris Humphries to start. Turn it into a beautiful day down in Philly. Humphries taking a couple practice serves, or at least practice tosses based on where the sun is. He served from the other side in the first set. Nope, he could let Ossis Koenig start. I'm surprised by that. He got broken both times he served. Guess he didn't like where the sun was.
I was going to say, do you think the sun had an issue on that?
I wouldn't have thought so. Great cover from West. Nope, misses that. And look at Humphries with a positive reinforcement for his partner. That's a great spot Araya finds there. And that through ball is so much more effective when it finds the side wire. Such a harder ball to retrieve.
Yeah, once the ball starts moving on angles, it's tougher to play it. When that ball's coming straight back from the baseline, it makes it so much easier to play it straight off the back screen.
Wild forehand.
Mark, you really see on that how they saw the drive coming, and you saw them both close the net and really set up for backhand volleys on that because, you know, they didn't want to get caught with that middle ball again, flipping their paddles.
Great chicken wing volley from Humphries.
30-40.
Yeah, did not like that drop volley from Humphries, and it's a point for one ball. Another great volley from Ossis Koenig with Araya right in his grill. Oh, great roller. And at least early on, you're seeing better play from Humphries. Ossis Koenig in the big moments.
And I think even that big roller there was set up by, you saw Ossis Koenig close the net and really get on top of the net and cover the first drive.
Humphries is really starting to have an impact on the Ossis Koenig serve. Standing in the middle of the court, really squeezing Araya's space. Point for 2-love. Yeah, that was such a jumpy serve. Look, here comes Humphries. Don't worry about it. We're going to get him, partner. Positive
I think that was
all
good
the time.
also just to slow him down a little.
Araya misses the blitz.
I'll be here. I got it. You got it. You got it. Got it. You got it.
Nice. West misplayed that one, and it's 2-love. Seeing a little bit of a pattern, Dave. Humphries, Ossis Koenig winning all the big points early second set.
Yeah, and I think that was a good decision on their part on that last point. Again, having, you know, Humphries hitting all those overheads, and you saw that West misplayed that on kind of a flat ball, just because of all the pressure Humphries has been putting on with all his spins.
Right with the let cord winner.
15-love. All.
I think that might be the first fault we've seen from West today. Well, it's a long way for Ossis Koenig to go to hit that forehand. Only get away with it because he's so quick. He loves that blitz. So here you see it again. Humphries over to him. Ossis Koenig with his self-advice, settle down.
And I think from what we spoke about early on, I think the dynamic of Humphries, Osis, Koenig, that allows him to go for those shots because we know Humphries is going to be a super steady player for the team, and it gives Osis Koenig, the opportunity to move around and go for a little bit more.
Yes! Come on, man. Another great cutoff from Osis Koenig at the net. Game here for Oriah West. They don't want to lose touch.
30-40.
That's the play. Humphries drives, Osis Koenig's blitz. Point for 3 love.
And Mark, I think you're starting to see Humphries hitting more backhands.
And there it is. Game Humphries, Osis Koenig, they lead 3 love, second set.
Oriah West won the first 6-4. New ball, guys.
Mark, a proud partner to the APTA, Fusion curates what's next in branded gear and apparel for your company, your team, or your event. With a team of dedicated industry experts, Fusion curates high-end product selections for customization with your club logo, team name, or corporate identity. We create a stress-free shopping experience with custom online stores and quick custom ordering to get the gear you need now without any hassle. Visit www.gearbyfusion.com and let Fusion provide you with gear to fuel your brand.
Just over an hour into the match. Humphries to serve with the new ball. Oh, what a lob from West. Really had to fight that ball off. Like Oriah thought the ball was out. Oh, what a shot!
Wow, what a play.
Only Oriah could hit that shot while he's looking to see if the ball was out. He decides to blitz and hit a backhand chip winner.
He kind of played possum there. He made like he was going back, and then he snuck in.
Oh, I thought he was going to attack that ball. Sun has really come out. A lot of the court covered in sunshine. Big shout out to Lisa Rudloff, head pro at the Huntington Country Club. I like the blitz from West, just misses it. All our thoughts and wishes go out to Lisa, battling breast cancer.
30-15.
Just too many misses right now from Oriah West. The set's getting away from him.
And it's interesting because down a set, Humphries, Osis, Koenig, they are the more, it looks like they're the more comfortable, relaxed team right now.
Got a text from Mark Parsons who predicts that Oriah will win this set. Although he's recanting. Oh, what a volley!
What hands? What great hands!
30 all.
You know, anybody else I would have said that was a stupid move. But I'm going to say it anyway with Araya. He just happened to win the point. Again, you see Araya coming to net on a ball that he had no business to, but with his hands, why not? Great action.
40,
I mean,
30.
you see another example of Humphreys with his overheads and shot placement, just really controlling that point.
Great rip, great spotted drive from West. You saw how far to his left Humphreys had to reach with a backhand volley.
Advantage, Humphreys.
Araya with another bad lob, and he pays for it.
Deuce.
There you see Araya stealing time. He takes that ball so early. Forces the volley error from Osix Koenig. Humphrey's serve to the deuce court is so good. Just throwing it in there constantly, hard and heavy, right in the pocket.
Again, we see Humphreys hitting a lot of the overheads here. Great get by West.
Let's go. Great get there,
Advantage, Araya West.
Some more positive energy.
Help. Stay. Punch.
Oh, what a ball from Humphreys. That ball just stayed on the ground so long.
Yeah, you really see him turn his upper body when he really wants to slash and put a lot of heavy spin on that ball.
Misses that one.
Advantage, Araya West.
That's a great ball. And there Humphreys makes a rare mistake when he tries to hit a volley when he's out of position. That's a ball he should have been bailing on. Great comeback that game from Araya West. They stay in touch.
You and go.
15 love.
Go on.
I feel like the match just shifted on those couple of points.
Yeah, they had a game point there to go up 4-love, and right now it's 3-1, one serving 3. But it definitely feels like the momentum's just switched a little bit. Mark, you see the crowd down at Manufacturers growing here as the match is getting into the middle of the second set.
Again, West reading. Osix Koenig drive, jumping on the net. Boy, Araya has gotten tagged like 4 or 5 times. Nothing he could do about that one.
Mark, do you think it has anything to do with the bright orange shirt?
Here we go.
Maybe it's the extra 10 pounds he put on.
No, come on, that's just TV.
15.
That's only for you and me, Dave.
Stay with it. Here we go.
Again, we see another big backhand there by Chris Humphreys.
West has just been rock solid. Lots of good decisions. Volleyed really well.
Even like that, look at how close, look at how he's closing the net.
Gotta be careful there. He was awfully deep in the court to drive that ball.
With Osis Koenig on top of the net.
Yep. There's a bad decision from him there. He knows it right away.
Yep. And one of the first of the match, I think.
Yeah.
Game.
Humphreys backhand really taking control of the match, and another shift, and they go up 4-1.
West won the first 6 games to 4.
Mark, for over 20 years, Paddle Pro has been recognized as an industry leader in platform tennis. The knowledge, expert advice, vast inventory, and ultimate customer service will help any player find the perfect equipment to take your game to the next level. Paddle Pro is the only website to carry all platform tennis brands. For more information, go to www.paddlepro.com.
So, Dave, it's interesting that number of shifts of momentum we've had, which is certainly not unusual in a paddle tournament or a paddle match. But there you saw Raya just keep coming in. He's serving short to Humphreys' backhand and keeps getting punished. I think they got to make an adjustment there or serve somewhere different.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I think the momentum shifts are coming from not so much one team's dominating play. I think, you know, it's going back and forth with each team sort of giving points to the other team, making some uncharacteristic, you know, easy mistakes, quite honestly. Like we talked about earlier, they're kind of letting each other in.
The chair umpire, Derek Yost, all bundled up. Derek's done a lot of matches in the Philly area. Terrific umpire. Still devastated over his Eagles loss, but hopefully he'll survive. As a Giants fan, I don't have a lot of sympathy, Dave.
No, I can agree. Has the entire city of Philadelphia gotten over the loss yet?
Let's hope not.
Love 15.
Big rip from Mariah there. I like him going right at Humphreys. He's done that several times.
Mark, as I tell everyone, the Eagles fans threw snowballs at Santa Claus.
Boy, Mariah is just making some mistakes right now. Misses that lob by a yard. This game is going to go a long way to determining who wins this set. 5-1 lead may be a bridge too far.
And for Araya West, I don't think they want to give this game away and make it an easy game for Osis Koenig
exactly
and Humphreys.
what they're doing.
Yeah, I think they have to make him earn it, make him play long points.
Two missed lobs, each by a lot. Oh, what a blitz from Osis Koenig. Araya between the legs. Great cut off there by Osis Koenig. Great sequence of lobs, moving Humphreys around. Lobs and drives. Little fast flick from Mariah.
And again, to your point earlier on, Humphreys made a great decision to let that ball go through and just go back to the baseline and start the point all over again.
Like anybody else, I would say that was not the most intelligent shot, but Araya just wanted to get into a hand-to-hand combat. I don't even think he was willing to risk that he wasn't going to hit a great one because he knew that his hands could bail him out. But I don't think people should try that at home. Another point for 5-1.
Deuce.
Misses it long. Yet another shift in momentum possible here.
Advantage, Osis Koenig.
That was a routine ball. West missed there. I don't know if he lost that ball in the sun or what.
Yeah, he looked like he played it a little bit high up above his shoulder, and maybe he just got caught looking into the sun.
Also, the danger of reaching up like that is you got nowhere to go with your paddle.
Help!
Great lobs there from Araya.
I got him. No.
So that's a long way to move to your left to hit that backhand. And it's 5-1.
Humphreys, Osis Koenig, they lead 5.
And I don't even think that backhand had to be that great because he had Humphreys off the net.
Got it, buddy. I got it. Yep.
You saw Humphreys there. I got it, buddy. Even calling for the ball, he's supportive of his partner. I do think that Araya West have got to get out of that I formation against Osis Koenig. He's just hitting the ball down the line every single time.
I think it worked earlier on when Osis Koenig was hitting more of his returns towards the middle of the court, but to your point, right, he's just getting them right down the line.
You can't get stuck in any single formation. You constantly have to be evaluating what we're doing, changing.
I think that's a great point, Mark, where just like when the serving team lines up traditional, you know, with the player at the net straight on from the returner, just like that, you know, doing the Australian or I formation, I think the players get used to that. So I think it's only beneficial when you keep mixing it up. I think at some point, you know, they are going to get used to it.
Yeah, there's Osis Koenig going too fast. 3 opportunities to get back to 5-2. Oh, Ryan missed that volley by a lot. Looks at his paddle. Must have been the paddle. But he makes the paddle, so it can't be the paddle. Oh. Oh. And West tags Humphreys. Great volley overhead combination there from West, and it's 5-2.
Araya West won the first 6 games to 4.
Mark, a proud partner to the APTA, Fusion curates what's next in branded gear and apparel for your company, your team, or your event. With a team of dedicated industry experts, Fusion curates high-end product selections for customization with your club logo, team name, or corporate identity. We create a stress-free shopping experience with custom online stores and quick custom ordering to get the gear you need now without any hassle. Visit www.gearbyfusion.com and let Fusion provide you with gear to fuel your brand.
Wow, Humphreys with a bad overhead, missing the first point. And you've seen Araya's just completely given up driving the Humphreys serve, which I'm surprised by. And there's our first football to the match called by umpire Yost. It's love 30.
Love 30. $15-30.
There's a big forehand from West. We've seen very little of that against the Humphreys serve.
15-40.
Boy,
Tell you again, you see West
dead
is
game from
all
Humphreys.
over. Yeah, and I think part of it's because West is all over the net. He's really getting on top of the net when he senses a drive is coming.
There's such an uncommitted swing from Humphreys, though. Don't see that very often. If you're West here, you've got to find Asik Koenig.
Go, go! Go!
A great action. West did a great job of not getting hit by that ball.
You know, really good court coverage there.
But you see what happens when Humphreys hitting all the overhead, just putting so much pressure on him. Whoa.
30.
Looked like Humphreys took a swing at that and Asik Koenig hit the overhead anyway. Asik Koenig around the net on that leg cord.
Yeah, I thought that's what I saw.
Oh,
Deuce.
another huge cut overhead from Humphreys. He's really put pressure on him with that shot. That was a dangerous looking swing by Araya. Fortunately, he had plenty of space to try it. Wild forehand takes us to set point. First cut we've seen him take on the Humphreys serve in a while.
And again, at this stage of the set, now especially with the set point, I'd really like to see Chris Humphreys hit a lot of these overheads and really control the point from the net.
Ball stays in despite us, his Koenig's wave. I like the blitz, just misses it.
And he
had
a great opportunity.
Yeah, he read it well. Back to deuce. Oh! Great transition action. And there Araya takes West ball and causes the error. Set point number 2.
Got it.
They are pounding the ball into that west corner right now.
Yep. Yep. I got it.
To your point earlier, Dave, they're trying to make him earn this one. Until Araya hits a wild forehand, and it's game in second set. Humphreys Osas Koenig 6-2.
Set 6 games to 2. Araya West won the
Yeah, and I
first
even
6
think that
games
last
to 2.
forehand again was, you know, Araya has to try to stay patient, stay in the point, and you know he can't get frustrated if they're keeping the ball away from him and just go for one big shot.
I have 2 more balls, so we should be good for now.
And if that ball goes in, what happens? They don't take the net over. That ball was hit so hard coming off the back wire, they just would have played it back and started over again, just like a lob. So we took two sets, different scores, but both sets determined by a ball here, a ball there. I mean, that whole set changed on the ball that hit Araya. And to be specific, there were a lot of balls that hit Araya that set, but the one that hit him that was flying out on game point in the first game. And all of a sudden, they were in a hole.
It's interesting how long ago that point was, but it's definitely played a big part in that set right off the bat.
Okay, we're going to take a fast break here in a moment, and we'll be back after these messages right here on the APTA YouTube channel, presented by eNet Live.
High performance never tasted this good. Chocolate, berries, cinnamon, agave. Fuel your car, then fuel your body with Remedy Plus.
Okay, welcome back to the APTA Tour, presented by Remedy Plus. We're about to play the third and deciding set of the men's final. Dave, what are your thoughts?
Well, so far the first 2 sets have been, you know, a lot of action, fast-paced, a lot of transition, kind of what we expected. I just think, you know, the first set, Araya West played a little solid towards the end. They won a couple of key points. But I think also in the second set, Araya and West made a few more mistakes than they had done earlier on. And, you know, as we talked about Humphreys and Osas Koenig, you know, they really kind of tightened it up a little bit after losing that first set. And they really cut down on some unforced errors.
Okay, so Araya to serve to start the third to Humphreys. So better serve there, drives him to the middle of the court, better angle to make the volley. Good drive there from Osas Koenig.
And Mark, right off the bat in the third set here, we see Humphreys, Osas Koenig, you know, lobbing really well.
15 all. $15-30. La 15-40.
Araya's got to stay aggressive. but it's a fine line.
Me? I don't think so.
Another great lob.
And I think Araya and West. I was going to say, I think Araya and West, they have to try to avoid getting impatient or frustrated with, again, Osis Koenig and Humphreys coming out and lobbing really well.
Humphreys' overhead has really started to control the court. Humphreys calls no on a ball that's in by like 3 feet. West did look like he was in trouble on the ball.
Yeah, that was a great get by West.
They save one break point. Just hate missing those return of serves. Game points. Those are the points that win and lose matches. See where Raya serves here. He's got to keep the ball out of the middle of the box as they switch from the eye to conventional formation. Big forehand there from Humphreys. And as the temperature's gone up, that ball's coming way off the back wire, sitting up for him to hit.
I think it also caught West by surprise. Mark, that's the ball West has to be careful with, going all the way cross court to Humphreys' backhand.
Yeah, it's a long way for him to travel, but all forced by the Osis Koenig lob. Great transition from Osis Koenig.
Yeah, he really peppered the middle of the court with all three of those drives until one finally snuck through.
Again, Humphreys hitting all the overheads. It's not a good recipe for Araya West. Misses it wide. Game. Humphreys Osis Koenig, and they take the opener. It's a fun match, Dave.
No, it's a lot of fun watching, and I think even like that last point, I think we're seeing that when Osis Koenig and Humphreys sort of are keeping the points going, extending them. I think they're getting the benefit of playing the longer points.
And it's the fine line that Araya works.
Right,
Good,
right. I really liked in that last point again how Humphreys was taking all the overheads when he got up to the net.
There Araya starts swinging again. It's a real good forehand. Now, I was going to say, it's such a fine line for Araya. He's got to be aggressive to win this match, but he can't be overly aggressive. Great overhead
Right, and
there.
you see on
And
the
that
first
line
point
is
right
so
there.
tiny. Yeah, that
And
line is so small.
To your point, he comes out and he wins the first point of the second game here in the third set.
Yeah, so there you saw Tony try and cut the ball off and completely block Humphrey's vision, and it hits him. Both teams taking a moment to chat. West probably telling Araya, stop missing so many balls.
And Araya's telling him, haven't you seen all the points I've won?
I like Araya being aggressive on the Humphreys serve again. He got such a good forehand. Just can't afford to give that weapon up. Yeah, he can make that shot. The question is whether he should try it. But that's Araya's game. Again, we see that ball straight back through. Oh, just ate him up with that spin overhead. Again, Humphrey's overhead really having an impact.
Yeah, and the slower he hits it, the more spin, the more it's really jumping on him, for him. Humphreys just really kept him off balance with his different spins, different paces, different locations. And I think so far that's, you know, been a big part of this match.
Oh, this lob from Araya. From
love 30 down, 40-30.
Yep. And there, Araya drives the ball from deep in the court. Koenig reads it perfectly, and it's 2-love. We also saw that game, Dave. We didn't see Araya West switching for the first time in the match.
Yeah, do you think that's something they're going to try to do in the third set? Maybe to change it up and change the look maybe, but I don't know if it didn't at least work that game.
It may be a way they try and mitigate the Humphreys overhead. I wouldn't say this is a must game for Araya West, but it's getting close. Having lost 8 of the last 10 games. Dave, keep an eye on Araya's body language these next few points. See where his belief level is. And then West lets an overhead drop and misses the return lob. I don't understand why they don't switch out of that formation. It's doing nothing for them right now.
Right.
West isn't able to attack the down the line drive, just giving up the net. And there, Araya blitzes and gets beat behind him. Really dangerous moment here for Araya West.
You got it. Yep.
Oh no!
Humphreys can't believe he missed that ball.
Yeah, after Osis Koenig, again, found the middle with a drive.
But there, that's part of what I'm saying. So he faults there because of the pressure, but if you're not coming in, then
30, 40.
what's the point? Okay, a couple of donations from Humphreys. Big moment here. Shank forehand from West, and it's 3-love. Humphreys, Osis Koenig. That was
Mark,
not a
I also
well-played
think-
game.
No, and I was going to say, I think with the serving, when Araya and West were serving that game, I don't really think they wanted to give up the net because Humphreys, Osis Koenig, when they're at the net, they're winning the majority of the points.
Yeah, I agree with that, and that's why I think they need to change that formation, serving to Osis Koenig, because they're basically just giving up the net without any. They're not taking any advantage from that I formation there. Araya hasn't poached, and Osis Koenig just very comfortable punching that ball down the line.
Love 15.
Good rip there from Araya. See if Araya West switch here. Not looking like it.
No, it looks like they're staying.
Araya misses the lob wide. Conventional formation this time. A great move from Araya. And he needs to do more of that. He needs to do it successfully, obviously. But that's the fine line that is Araya's game.
And even though it's 3-love, a couple of those plays, I mean, can change this twitch of momentum for Araya West.
And there's the switch in the backcourt that we didn't see the last few points. Yeah, this match is a long way from over. Potentially. Yeah, West has just got to continue to find Osis Koenig with his lobs.
And I'd like to see when the overheads are going to the middle of the court, I'd like to see Araya take more of those just to stay active in the point and get more touches of the ball. Because they're obviously playing keep away from him right now.
What a volley from Osis Koenig behind Araya. I thought Araya West played that point great. Great rip.
I was going to say that was a well-placed drive, a great opportunity, but that was an amazing volley.
Another great blitz from Asid Koenig, and Araya once again does not warn his partner.
Hit the ball, man!
40,
More frustration from Araya. I want to see more of that from West. Too many times he's kind of babied the returns. But smart play by Humphries to lob that ball. Didn't quite have his feet under him. They're going to make Araya West earn this point.
Mark, I think Osis Koenig and Humphries have been lobbing so well. There's no reason for them to press when they're on the baseline.
See Raya reading the Osis Koenig drive there. Humphries, Osis Koenig asking lots of tough questions right now. Ah, you can see Humphries kind of reach for that ball. Misses the lob long.
Yep, the overhead was good enough to get him off balance and reach.
And again, the Raya forehand really starting to have an impact on the match. Not letting Osis Koenig throw that serve in the box. Point for 3-1. Little conversation here. See if West goes after this and Araya blitzes. Yep, that's exactly what he does, but Osis Koenig makes a great volley. Then they switch back, more out of necessity.
Kind of a double switch there.
Triple. Oh, look at that ball just slide on the ground from Humphries. So much spin. Oh, what a shot from Araya. Kind of reached across his body to hit that.
And to your point, what you talked about earlier, I mean, Araya made a few mistakes early on in that, but then he winds up coming up with some great shots to win the, help win the game.
It's like the hockey plus minus, right? If your winners outnumber your losers, you're doing a good job, and that's where Araya lives there. Oh, what a get from Araya. Great action. Araya's got to be careful with that three-quarters drive with Osis Koenig on the net. He loves that drop shot.
You saw the great patience of Osis Koenig to let that ball come to him and just push it softly into the corner.
That overhead Araya drives Osis Koenig all the way over, almost at Humphries' alley. And that movement ends up creating the error. That third panel slam. So Araya looking for the nick on that serve. Got way too much of the back wire.
And I like to see even late, you know, we're getting to the middle of the third set here, West and Araya is still trying to find ways to create something. And they're not just doing the same things. Like you said, that third shot slam on a previous overhead. But that's what they have to stop. They have to try to stop giving away those easy points.
Yep, bad miss there. Great blitz by Austin Koenig, and then a better one from Araya. Humphreys tried to make himself small there, unsuccessfully.
Yeah, I think he thought Araya was going back to the baseline, and he actually closed in on the net.
40-30.
First backhand miss we've seen from Humphreys in a while. He's been eating up the Araya serve. Point to get back to 3-2. Just when it looked like they were in trouble. Oh, what a volley from Araya after a brilliant blitz from Austin Koenig. They were close enough to shake hands there.
Right.
Oh, just got out of the way of that ball. Great shot from Araya. They're back to 3-2.
Humphreys versus Koenig lead the third set, 3-2.
You remember the old movie, Dave, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
I do remember it, yes.
That's kind of Araya's paddle.
Right now, though, he's coming up with a few great shots at big moments to keep them in the set here in the third set.
Those two games were unquestionably the good. Stretch they lost 9 out of 11 games. You could qualify that either as the bad or the ugly. Some more beautiful views of the Manufacturers Club. Is it true you hold the course record there, Dave?
I didn't. I bogeyed 18.
Ah.
To miss by 1.
Okay. 3-2 final set. Feels like game on right now. Kind of like this move from Raya West. Just switch it up. Yeah, let West hit some backhands. Just a little bit of different look. I mean, you've hit 150, 200 overheads to one spot, and then all of a sudden they're in a different place.
And again, it's just about a different look. Yeah, just about a different look.
Nope, there they switch. Confusion in the backcourt there. Sees Koenig creating a lot of movement with his overheads here.
And it's interesting because he's hitting a lot of great overheads, but it's not having the same effect on West and Araya as when Humphreys is slashing those overheads. I don't know if it's the lefty spin compared to the righty spin.
And there the West backhand causes another volley error. Love 30.
I got it.
Confusion there. And Araya takes advantage with the blitz. Great action by all four players, and Humphries misses the Koenig misses the forehand. It's love 40. Match is getting really good, Dave.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think again the play's really picking up, and it's still exciting. You know, no one's really playing it safe. They're all going for their shots.
Once again, you saw Humphries supporting his partner. A little bit of a head drop from Austin Koenig after that forehand miss. That's great lobbing from West. Again, no switch in the backcourt here from Araya West.
$15-40.
Good swing, just misses that one. Had him off the net too.
Yep. And Mark, I think the strategy of Araya and West not switching, it is taking away the Humphries overhead a little bit. He's not as hitting as many as he has earlier in the match.
Great get there from Araya off a wicked nick. I like West going behind Austin Koenig. Austin Koenig has the answer. Here it comes.
Also, you really see the sun on the court now. I wonder if that's affecting any of the overheads.
Hear the tension in Araya's voice as he calls you. Good read in the nick for Araya as he calls help and West is the trailer. Oh, great rip from West. He played a tremendous game, and it's 3-all in the third, Dave. West really came up with
we kind of knew
there.
this was going to be a great set just from the first two, and nobody was really going to let this one get away.
You see Araya cheating over when Austin Koenig drives the ball. Sort of the reverse earlier in the set. Couldn't quite put that one away, though.
Mark, I have to say all four players are doing a really good job of closing the net when they're recognizing the drive coming.
Oh! What a sequence from Araya. Twice he blitzed when it looked like he was in trouble and ultimately comes up with the winner. Still in the good phase. There you see Humphries talking to Austin Koenig again. Those mano-a-mano battles at the net are so much fun to watch. Now you see a little more activity from Araya, although Austin Koenig took the first one at him, which I'm not sure I understand. Misses the lob. I don't think West has held serve in a while.
20-15.
That definitely qualifies as the ugly part of it.
And they're building on the momentum. They've just won 3 games in a row. Yeah, they didn't need that right there.
A great dig from Ossis Koenig. So Araya yelling, hit, hit there. Araya's got to do a better job watching Ossis Koenig. He's doing a lot of blitzing, and Araya's not calling it out for his partner.
Game
And there it is.
They lead the third set, 4 games.
4 consecutive games for Araya West, and Ossis Koenig will serve to remain on serve, and he's had some struggles with his serve. Boy, back
Mark,
to Graham
after that
McNerney's point earlier. Dave. Sorry,
Yep.
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say after that second set, you know, we talked about what adjustments Araya and West were going to have to make, and it seems that they've made several adjustments with not switching on the baseline, keeping more balls in play, eliminating some of those easy mistakes. What do you think now Humphreys and Ossis Koenig have to do to kind of turn the tide?
I think they got to go back to where they were with Humphreys hitting more of the overheads. They've gotten away from that. Great first volley from Humphreys there. Another great rip. Look at Ossis Koenig track that ball down. Yeah, they've gone to that move where Araya blitzes, and I really like it because West can really rip the ball. Can't give up that return of serve, especially in the Ossis Koenig serve.
Watch it.
15 all.
Ellie, I'll do this.
Mark, we're certainly seeing Araya insert himself more into this match in the third set.
Yeah, I was about to say that, Dave. Araya is really juiced up right now, playing at a very high level, and is taking over the court. Great close from West.
I'll take some. Go! Hey!
Great eye. And again, West's movement at the net, just rock solid, closing off the net, sliding to take away the forehand volley. See if Araya blitzes behind this one. Here he comes. Another great return. Oh, and Araya misses it wide. He kind of waited there on the blitz. Wasn't sure, didn't commit to it. The result wasn't in position.
I got it.
Didn't catch that forehand really cleanly. Switch in the backcourt.
Yeah, West and Araya are definitely putting more pressure off of the return of serve here in the third set.
That's great play from Araya. He loves that. He hits that short lob. He looks for that down-up overhead. With great action. All 4 guys right here. I'm not sure Araya's drop shot with Ossis Koenig on the service line was a smart play, though.
And he is pretty fast.
Freezes. Yeah. Might be the fastest guy on tour. But they are just working over West right here.
Yes! 40, 30.
Mark, I almost like it better when
has to make it.
Yeah, no, and I was going to say I almost like it better when Araya is staying in the forehand side.
Yeah, something to be
over on
said
the
for
deuce
it.
side there.
I love that play. I don't know why they're getting away from that. That West backhand is a huge shot. And with Araya closing, that's just really hard. Araya didn't commit to it, the earlier return.
Oh boy.
Great transition by Araya. And that's where Asikoni gets it going too fast. Again, Humphreys with some comforting words. Point for 5-3. Araya's going to be coming here. You can put your bottom dollar on it. Oh, what a volley from Asikoni. Oh, what a volley from Humphreys. Like 3 feet away. That was unbelievable. Looked like Araya
Mark, could
West
that be the
had
turning
that
point right there?
Certainly was the turning point right there. We'll see if it's a turning point right here. That's smart play by Asikoni staying back. If they win this match, Dave, that'll be the point that did it. Because it was 5-3. That point was over. Araya with a couple great overheads, then misses a routine one. West has been peppering this serve. He does again.
Deuce.
Where the level is really high right now.
Advantage.
Forehand is confirmed out by umpire Yost. Another game point to get to 4-all. First forehand we've seen miss from Araya in a while. The return. Asikoni not even trying to come to the net against West now. Oh, great volley from West.
Deuce.
I don't know where this returning was from West the whole match. Backhand is a tremendous shot. He's been too content to put the ball in play, but he's turned it on now. This is a tough
It's
eye
really made a
formation
difference,
for
his
Humphreys. And there you see West blitzing behind the Araya serve. I think Asikoni got to stop coming in behind his serve. Great volley there from them, and they take the net.
And I think, Mark, that's the problem with Osis Koenig. He's got to hit great volleys just to stay in the point.
And there West has the big forehand, and they'll serve for the match at 5-3. So I guess I can answer your question now, Dave. That amazing volley by Humphreys that saved the game was not the turning point.
But it was still an amazing volley.
Oh, remarkable. Araya comes flying in behind that. Misses the volley badly. See, that's the decision making. I mean, that's a ball you just got to retreat, play the backcourt. Another great lob from Asikoni. past the 2-hour mark in this match. Remember all those points they were playing earlier, Dave, where Humphreys was just pounding the ball with all that spin into the west corner?
Yeah, you're seeing a
Haven't
lot
seen one
more.
of those in a while.
Yeah, no.
Oh, great
good
move
there
by
by
Ossis
Koenig.
Koenig. And that's a ball West got to be careful. He's just too deep in the court to drive that ball. Oh, what a volley. Humphreys misses that one. And you know the old baseball adage, Dave, you never get beat with your second or third best pitch. This is the top of the ninth. You just got to go with your best stuff right here. Good decisions all the way around. Bail. Yeah, good bail by West. Instead of trying to make a hero volley, he bails and he just pounds the backhand. They keep the net. That's what I'd like to have seen from Araya on the first point. Again, another great blitz from Ossis Koenig. And Araya, once again, doesn't warn West. He's got to be his eyes there. West is looking at the ball. Araya's got to be telling him what Ossis Koenig is doing. You know that's his game. You know he loves to do that. 2 break opportunities. And all the credit in the world to Ossis Koenig for blitzing at that point in the match. Here he comes again.
Here he comes, yeah.
That's his game. That's what he does. Humphreys misses the lob long. 1 break point gone.
He's in.
Finally, Araya calls it out. Great backhand from Humphreys, and it's 5-4. That's an overhead that Araya's got to find the Humphreys forehand on. Humphreys, to his credit, took a step over to make it easier to hit the backhand. Dave, we should remind our viewers that next week, Junior Nationals, Patty Hogan does a fantastic job. I'm sure you're involved with the organization as you usually are.
Here you go, Chris.
We have a meeting on Tuesday for it this week to get things situated and courts assigned and put the draws together. And it's always a fun day. Tons of kids coming out to play, and it's just really a remarkable day.
How many teams do you have so far, Dave? Do you know?
I did not see the list, and we haven't talked about that. We'll sort that stuff out on Tuesday. But I know there's usually a couple hundred kids out there playing.
Okay, Humphreys takes a serve with the new ball, and here we go. 4-5, final set.
15, love.
Araya lets that one through and misses the forehand in the net.
Footfall.
Another footfall called on Humphreys. Huge moment in the match. He's asking, and Yost says you're pretty much on the whole line. I don't know, back foot, front foot. I didn't hear that. See if Araya goes after this one off the deck. Nope.
Nice.
30-15.
Short lob from Araya, and his partner pays for it.
And Mark, we haven't seen one of those slash overheads in a while.
No, well, I don't know why Araya's all of a sudden stopped going after the Humphreys serve. Just had sequences where he's gone after it successfully and then stopped. And all the kudos in the world to Derek Yost for calling the footfalls there. Great backhand from West, and it's 30-all. I mean, you know, players say, "Oh, you can't call that at this point of the match." Nonsense. Don't footfault. You see Humphreys has moved back. Oh, that ball sat up nicely for Araya, and he misses it.
here. Yeah. Let's go. Come on. You go home.
Point for 5-all.
You got it.
I got it.
Yo.
You got it. Oh, you got it.
Yo.
You got it.
Out of there.
Oh, great volley off the lead cord.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, what a volley from West. Oh, great. Great close from West. Essex Koenig has the answer, though. This is some point. Boy, the athletic skills on display here.
This match is getting better as we're getting deeper into the third set.
Match kind of deserves a third set tiebreak, doesn't it?
Or maybe let him play it out.
I don't think Araya West would agree that it deserves a third set tiebreak. They think 6-4 in the third sounds good. Best match I've done this year. Coming. Raya calls it out again. Such a simple thing to do. Oh, what a cut winner from Araya. Who else would hit that shot at 40-30, 5-4 in the third? Tremendous.
Well, I think it goes back to what you said before. You got to stick with what you do. You got to throw your, your best pitch.
And that is what he does. Good forehand there off the deck, and they take the net. Essex Koenig doing a good job of taking some of those reset overheads, driving the forehands. Put some pressure on him. Oh, great close from West. Boy, he's just volleyed so well this third set. Whole match. Oh, what a get from Humphreys.
Mark, these points are starting to get a little silly even. How good they are.
Jeez, some of the play, yeah. Oh, Ryan and West get confused on who's supposed to hit the volley, and they both miss it. That was the wrong ending for a spectacular point. Another point for 5-all. Do you think West is lobbing better, Dave, or do you think that Humphreys is not being as aggressive looking for the overheads?
I think it's a combination of both. I think he's really keeping the ball away from Humphreys. He's hitting the lob straighter, down the line more, not so much to the middle or cross court.
Help!
Watch.
Here it comes.
Yes!
One!
Catches the lead court, doesn't go over, and it's 5-all.
5-all, third set.
Tremendous hold there from Humphreys Koenig. And now the pressure goes to the other side of the net.
Go.
15, love.
Come on, Eric. Focus. Let's go. Right here. Yeah. You up. Yeah. I got it.
Yes! Come on, man.
15, all.
Yo, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, got it.
Araya has been looking for that nick over and over again, and he finds it there.
Yeah, you saw him really load up for that overhead. He wanted that one.
Yeah. You up.
You. Yeah. No! Come on, buddy.
30, all.
Wild backhand there from Araya. That's usually a very reliable shot. This match does not deserve a loser, does it, Dave?
No, it really doesn't.
Unbelievable shot from Araya, takes them to game point.
30 all, 5 all, third set. Philly Open finals.
No fear whatsoever.
Let's go, come on.
They gotta change that formation. Lost all 3 points this game that way.
Nice.
Advantage.
Come on, go back there and tell them we're going to regular formation or I'm going to poach. Don't do the same thing again. It's the definition of insanity, which a lot of people have said about Araya, honestly.
They did it again.
Yes!
But this time it works and they take over the net.
Set 6 games to 5.
Looked like West kind of moved forward a little bit and took that ball earlier, stole some time.
Right, causing Oshis Koenig to pop that ball up.
Yep, caught the ball sooner, made it a much tougher volley. And back to Graham McNerney's point from earlier. I mean, the depth of the men's game today is virtually unparalleled. And for Araya to pick somebody up the week of the tournament and be a couple of points away from winning, potentially going to win the tournament, is just remarkable. And a real testimony to his abilities as a player. And as I said, that list, I don't think that list goes past Araya and Durant.
No, there aren't many players that can just, like you said, and Graham said, pick someone up and
Love 15.
Although
make it to
I
the
guess
finals, potentially win.
Eric West has to be in that list too, though, Dave.
Exactly. Yes.
Fall from the first point.
Love 30.
A lot of pressure. The Ossex Koenig serve has really been their Achilles heel. 2 points for the match again. And West
And you
is
see
going to be
every
coming
time-
here. They've been blitzing on every single one.
I was going to say, especially when West is hitting that backhand, Araya's coming in.
Love 40.
And you can see the pressure getting to the Ossex Koenig serve. Pressure always finds the weak spots. Triple match point for Araya West for the 2023 Philly Open Championship. Not much start. Araya's coming forward here. Oh, misses the volley, but a great volley from Ossex Koenig. Keeps that ball low. Now he's faulted twice to the deuce court, both points in this game. Now they're talking about whether West is going to blitz. Ossex Koenig has to stay back here.
I got you.
And he does.
Yup. I got you. Yup. Yup. Watch.
Call from Araya there.
Yeah, he's taking that
Gotta
blitz
keep it
away.
Oh, what a turnaround drive from West with his partner yelling, put it up. Slash from Araya. Oh, what a dick. Back to silly again, Dave.
It is.
I mean, Araya is yelling, put it up. West, it's a spectacular turnaround drive. Araya gets the cut. It's a fantastic cut, and somehow Ossex Koenig digs that one out. Had winner written all over it, didn't it?
Absolutely. Mark, can we talk him into playing 3 out of 5?
What a dig there from Humphreys. And a brilliant lob from Ossex Koenig. And Araya with a wild forehand.
I'll go this way.
Okay. Again, Ossex Koenig has got to stay back here. He got away with it coming forward, and the last point served to the egg court. Oh, great dig from West. That was a much better serve from Ossex Koenig. Oh, West is just ripping the ball in the big moments. No fear whatsoever. Well, you got to be so impressed with Eric West. Big moments in the match, taking a lot of swings, not backing down at all.
No, he's played a great match, and even as we talked about all throughout all 3 sets, his net play was amazing. He was closing the net really well, hitting some good overheads. But no, he played a spectacular match.
Great gets Araya off the nick. Oh, Ryan misses the blitz after a great setup from West, and that's 3 match points saved.
Hey, hold on.
Talking about whether they're blitzing or not, or I gave him the signal. Here comes West. Oh, Araya just set him up, hit a soft return with West blitzing. Kudos to Asik Koenig, 4 consecutive serves in the box after a couple of faults to start the game. I don't know what Araya was thinking on that return.
Yeah, this is going to be an incredible hold if they can manage it.
Great close there by West.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. I got you.
Oh, what a volley from Araya, and there West failed to notify him of the Asik Koenig blitz. Oh, what a hold for Asik Koenig. We got our 3rd set breaker, Dave.
Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't everyone out there watching be treated to an exciting finish like this? But Mark, I mean, that was an amazing hold down love 40.
Having faulted 2 of the first 3 points, and they've been tattooing his serve.
And love 40, knowing they were going to get big drives hit at them and blitzing.
And Araya West regroup.
Yep.
Yo. Yep.
Lob wide from Humphreys.
Love Araya West.
Got to be the match of the year, Dave. Just been tremendous action, high quality drama.
It is a pretty amazing match.
And interestingly enough, the match of the year last year was also this Philly Open final to Manufacturers Club. 3rd set breaker, Durant Mitchell, Fraser Morgan. Early mini break here. Again, great play from Eric West. Read on the nick. That's the one Araya likes to blitz on. When you get that overhead really wide, he knows he's getting that ball cross court on the wires. That's when he likes to come in and take the backhand off the deck on.
No. 2-1 Araya
Just
West.
such a bad miss. I mean, it wasn't that the swing wasn't bad, but he missed it by, you know, 1.5 yards.
Right.
Can't donate points right here. And after a spectacular few games, a lot of donations to start the breaker. Let's see what Araya's going to do here. This is a big point to separate them on the scoreboard. I'd like to see him moving to his right here, but he doesn't.
4-1, Araya
Again,
West.
I like the fact that West is in shorter and making Humphreys Ascotonic volley that ball up. And they've got some
And he's
scoreboard
also, Mark,
separation.
going back behind them.
Yeah. And they've got scoreboard separation with Ascotonic having hit 2 serves down 1-4.
You want to do I? Alright, I'll go this way.
You have to think that you're going to see more blitzing from Araya West here on the Ascotonic serve. Smart move by Ascotonic, staying back.
You again. You again. You.
Yep. Ah. Yep. Yo. I got you.
5-1.
Wow,
Araya West.
Ascotonic catches him off balance, but he misses it. And he's similar to Araya. You know, that's a really fine line. That's his game, but does he do too much of it? And they're on the edge of the precipice again, someplace they're very familiar with. Araya's got to come in behind this ball.
6-1.
And that will
Araya
give them
West.
5 more match points. So match
Yeah.
points 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 potentially.
A couple of loose volleys there at the end.
We'll see if it was the end. Again, Araya that's just too much heat to make that volley. I think you just got to bail on that one. It's the same volley he missed at the 5-3 game to start off. And that's 4 match points gone.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo.
Great dig from Ascotonic.
You go. Yeah.
So fast.
I go.
So much fun to watch.
6-3.
Another missed volley from Araya. And they save match points 4 and 5.
Can we get to 6-all here?
Seems unimaginable, doesn't it? But at 6-1, a whole lot more unimaginable than it is at 6-3.
Yeah.
Now will Araya take a crack at this Humphreys serve off the deck? The answer is no.
Really good serve there by Humphreys.
Yep. I got it. Got it. Yo. Me. Yo. Yo. Great ball, fella.
He's beat him.
6-4. Araya West.
6-4. That's 6 match points saved. Great volley from Ascotonic. Beats right in the corner there.
Hey. Yo. Yo. I got it.
Yo, yo.
Yo. Yo. Me.
6-5. Araya West.
I don't know about you, Dave, but I'm kind of nervous right here. 6-5.
I'm like every shot on the edge of my chair here.
7 match points saved. Like the vampires, they won't die.
Yo, yo. Yo, yo.
They're just finding a different level of play on all these match points.
Not missing.
Yo, yo.
Putting a lot of pressure on with their drives.
Yo.
Yo.
Yo. No! Vamos!
Lead cord long, game 7 match, Orion West 6-4, 2-6, 7-6 on their 8th match point. So Dave, we were right, they couldn't save 8, they could only save 7.
That was an unbelievable finish, and I mean, if that ball doesn't clip the net, we may have been at 6-0, Mark.
And after it clipped the net, it easily could have been a winner.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, that was an amazing match.
Stuff. Kudos to Eric West, really stepping up in a big match, and another NRT for Araya. Just absolutely fantastic action, Dave. Any closing thoughts on the match?
Well, again, to what we said earlier in the third set, I think Araya really stepped up and started inserting himself more into the match, became a little bit more active. The one thing I was really impressed with was that he moved it to a different level, and he stayed there. Because, like you said, he walks that fine line of trying to do too much. And I was, fortunate for them. He stepped his game up to a higher level, and he stayed there. And he didn't really try to go above and beyond that, and it turned out to pay off for them. And I think Eric West played an amazing match from the baseline as well as the net.
Yeah, just a lot of fun, great action, great drama. Match of the year, unquestionably. Hopefully we get something better at Nationals in 2 weeks.
No, that'll be exciting
to
to see.
Remind our viewers, next week, Junior Nats, and then we go to Chicago for the big one, the one that everybody's been working towards all season long. And that should be a lot of fun. Any thoughts on Nationals, Dave? I mean, on the women's side, obviously Macy Elliott and Lynn Kiro have really established themselves as a threat. Hannes and Zabori have been the best team in the country the last 2 years, 2-time defending champs. Lost to them the last 2 weeks, 2 tournaments. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, Medeiros and Kiro, they're definitely gaining momentum going into the Nationals. And I think on the men's side, I mean, you kind of have to think that Durant and Mitchell will be the favorites for that. I mean, just on their dominating play this year. But, as we see the depth and the level of play in the men's and women's games, that's why you have to play the matches.
Yeah, Durant and Mitchell haven't lost a match since October. The only match they lost all year. I agree with you. They're prohibitive favorites. Women's side a little more open. But Hannes and Zabori are not the 2-time defending champs for nothing. Okay, a big thank you to John Scott and Enet. Great weekend to paddle. And we'll see everybody in 2 weeks on the APT Tour, presented by Remedy Plus, right here, presented by Enet Live.
great. I give you this. Honey, I have a present for you.
Now too.
So we'll see you at Nationals?
Yeah.
All right.
Scott,
Thank you for everything, guys.
so great. You did a great job on this.
Can I get that? Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I got you. Yeah. Oh, you. I was just gonna move it off the board. Yeah, yeah.